say the largest challenge in working on this particular record is it pushed me out of my comfort zone, you know? Coming from my background where it's mainly like blues and hard rock, southern rock, that kind of thing, it's not, you know, too many leaps and bounds from southern rock to get to the country Americana thing. But it is, you know, vastly different. It's, you know, worlds apart. Because I mean, Skinner and Tyler Childers don't exactly sound the same,
right?
You know,
right.
you know, like coming into it though, kind of honestly, like with any project that I'm producing, I want to spend more time listening than I do talking. You know, like I don't want to influence the artist too much. I don't, you know, if anything, I don't want to influence the artist at all. I just want to help, like, put the bumpers up to help keep the car on the tracks, kind of thing. And I feel like with you, the first time I heard you sing, I heard a whole lot of that, like, early mid 90s, like grunge meets post grunge thing, you know?
Yeah,
so like
that was my wheelhouse.
Yeah, so like Darius Rucker, like the Hootie and the Blowfish stuff, to Collective Soul, and even some like Alice in Chains, Soundgarden, that kind of stuff mixed into it, Pearl Jam. So to me, when I listen to, you know, modern country, I feel like modern country's been sitting in this, we've talked about this before, is sitting in this like 80s realm, like 80s rock revisited, pour a little Mason-Dixon line on it, and you have modern country to a degree.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like the next step is 90s, because, you know, we're moving in order, right? 80s, 90s, so on. So yeah, I just feel like it made more sense to kind of let that natural 90s influence from your, you know, childhood, your upbringing, to really just, you know, be there, be present, and not try to force it away, but if anything, harness it more, you know? But I guess the biggest challenge was just trying to go, okay, this isn't a rock record. Don't polish it like a rock record, you know? Just kind of let it be a little bit more organic and raw, and let it be what it is.
For me, the biggest challenge was breaking all the good habits that I had made singing to go back to my original bad habits.
Yeah.
That I'd had just about a year and a half before that.
Right.
When we sit down and recorded the Waiting for Eternity album, Sahaj, like he had to stay on me big time. You know, you can't let, you know, your words trace off. You know, you can't, like, you've got to pronounce this way, this. And so I had broken all those bad habits. And then I get in here and I'm like, I'm singing them like the way I'm supposed to.
It's a moment. Let it be a moment. If it's a sad part and the words are falling apart because you're starting to have an emotional breakdown, let it happen. It's real.
Yeah. You were like, you gotta stop singing like that. And I was like, I've worked so hard to sing this way. So I had to unlearn all that, which is fun because, you know, to be honest, it is more naturally me to sing that way. But that was the biggest thing that I feel like I really had to overcome was
turn the control down.
Was going back to what I had been, and it was hard to break those habits that I had formed, the good habits.
Right.
Well, the good rock habits that I'd formed. It was hard to go back and get my head wrapped around.
You know what we have to do now, right? We have to do a Leon Lawhon Waiting for Eternity Americana rock and roll record.
Yeah.
And just really screw up the genres